So, hello, I'm Felix Burkhardt. I want to present my paper for ICASSP, and I have to hurry because I only got 8 minutes, and this is already my second attempt. I share my screen, share sound, that's important. So here we go. The paper is called Masking speech contents by random splicing. Is emotional expression preserved? It's joint work with my colleagues Anna, Matthias, Flo, and Björn, and based on the work from Klaus Scherer. He also co-authored this paper. Yeah, he invented this approach in the 70s. And we do that now in software. So we discussed the influence of random splicing, and I'll tell you what that is in a second, on the perception of the emotional expressions for two use cases. One's anonymizing for privacy protection, and one's to remove the linguistics to really force human annotators to listen to the sound of the speech and not the linguistics. What is random splicing? Splicing is super simple, actually. Segment a speech file into several frames and then rearrange these frames in random order. I would like to give you an example. So here is, that's the wrong, sorry, this is the wrong. So here we are. I play first the original sound.
Auch das ist etwas, was sich leider im Haushalt dieser Bundesregierung widerspiegelt. Die Ausgaben.
This is a German politician, and this is a spliced version of the same file.
Leider, was sich gekürzt sagt und was Toleranz pro Widerspiel werden gewählt für das Befürchten und Demokratie dieser Regierung.
So, if you speak German, you might have realized that this is not understandable anymore. So it is in a way anonymized, that the speaker is still recognizable, but and mainly the emotional expression should be recognizable, but not the words that were spoken. This is the main point here. We don't try to obfuscate the speaker ID, but just the linguistic contents. We test this approach on German parliament speaking, so that I told you it was a politician. We evaluated manually. So we used 12 annotators employed by our company to rate the emotional expression for original samples in which we segmented. So it's voice activity detection, VAD, it is segmented. And then it's always a random spliced and original for 3-dimensional dimensions, arousal, valence, dominance, pretty famous, I guess. And as you can see here, they look similar, but also different. We tested that the correlation here, so we computed the correlation, persons correlation and concordance correlation, and it's okay-ish, I would say. But of course the t-test shows that they are different, so the difference between original and scrambled is significant. Interestingly, it's so valence seems to be underestimated and or overestimated, and arousal, let's see, look here. So arousal seems overestimated and valence too. And that valence is more negative is also explainable by the content of the samples, which is parliament speeches. So they might be aroused and high dominance, but not very happy. A second experiment that we did is to evaluate this with a machine learning model. It is one based on trained on the MSP podcast data, the training set of the MSP podcast data, based on a pre-trained, so a fundamental model, WAF2VEC 2 from Facebook via Hugging Face, and then fine-tuned on these 3 dimensions. It's continuous data, so it's not classification, it's continuous, and we show here the concordance correlation coefficient again. And it's okay-ish for arousal and dominance, but not good for valence, as you see here. And which you can also see in the correlation plots here, the scatter plots, based, yeah, on ground truth and so predictions and ground truth. And we explain this that because for valence, especially the WAF2VEC model uses linguistics, exploits the linguistics, and it is based on English data. MSP podcast is English, but we have German data here, so the linguistics cannot be used. Yeah. So further outlook would be that we try to handle that. And that's been that. So I must hurry to keep the 8 minutes this time. Thanks a lot. Here are our sponsors, 2 EU projects. I'd like to mention EcoWeb, privacy protection, and Marvel deals with smart cities. So this is also about anonymization, audio anonymization. EcoWeb deals with potential depression in young adults. Okay, thanks for your attention, and hopefully see you at ICASSP.